Hello. I started the video with the corner house because that is the house that my second wife's mom lived at. That was the reason I moved back to San Diego. So there's trouble during divorce, and that was an option, so I took it. Anyway, there's a lot of different changes on my street since the 23 years I've been gone, and how this neighborhood's set up is that they build one house and then they wait 10 years, build another one, and that's how it's kind of a patchwork, of different age houses. And I kind of pan around so you can see different ones. I'm walking west. The sun is behind me, so I'll try not to get the sun. Like, these houses are similar to ones that similar floor plan and outside architecture of my house, and it's 3 blocks. The first street is Valley View, then we got El Reposo, and then Park, which is kind of broken up. It's the same park that goes to the Joshua Tree Monument, which I can't quit saying it's actually the park now because it got upgraded to a park in 1994, but my uncle still calls it the monument, and I call it that too. So we were up there in the early 90s hiking around when my Uncle Bart was younger. In fact, I'm about the same age he is when I moved up here back in 1989. He was about 58 and a half, and that's what, well, I'm going to be 59, so that shows you how much time has gone by. 34 years since I first lived up here, when I first bought the house. But anyway, things are going pretty good. I had some trouble with my car, so my Mercury still runs, but it's suffering from a damage it sustained back in 2016 when it blew the head gasket. So at that time the mechanic said it cost $4,000, and then my nephew put it back together and he ran it for another 6 years, and the verdict's the same. It still costs $4,000 to fix it. So in the meanwhile, I'll show you the next vehicle I have, which is really lucky because I've only really paid for 2 or 3 cars in my lifetime. Well, this one's I'm paying for, but I won't say the price. So anyway, yeah, so I've been gone 23 years, and it's kind of a different perspective now being back. And we went to Vegas last month, actually, because it's now September. And I've been having fun at my new retail job, my big box retailer, which is different from the previous big box retailer. Here's a house, looks pretty good. Well, mine's not as good, but I mean it's similar floor plan. The garage is on the same side. So these houses have really upgraded since I've been here. Back in 2008, when we got it ready for, well, my dad and I, really 90% my dad did the work. I did the floor tile, but getting back to 2008, it took us a summer to get it ready, and I think by the end of the winter of 2008, we rented it out for the first time. And my folks took some pictures of it snowing. I think I already posted it, but it was pretty thick in 2008. It has snowed since then. And so we don't know if we get any this year, but it can snow up here. It can even snow in Banning and Beaumont. Here's some other houses there. That's like a reverse. We're coming up on the corner of El Raposo. No, take that back. Park and Petunia. This one on the, well, we can't see it yet, but it's coming up on the left-hand side. And they were LDS, and there was two brothers. I don't know if they're twins, but one day one of the brothers that lives in this house I'm going to show you, not this one or that one, he asked if I had jumper cables, and I'm not sure if he said it was a plane or if it was a car. I think he said he needed jumper cables to get a car started. He didn't tell me it was a plane. But anyway, so he took me in his car. I got my jumper cables, and he jump started like a Cessna, a small plane. And he says, "Bob, how'd you like to go up on the plane, you know?" So I think this is Joshua Tree Airport. Well, this house I really love. It's got a big garage. This is the house I'm talking about. And I won't say his name, but he was LDS. And he took me up in the plane, and takeoff was pretty good. But in flying the plane, I mean, he flew it, but I mean, I was a passenger. It was pretty cool riding along there in the plane. But what I learned was when these small planes land, it's not a sure thing. So you like one wheel touches and the other, and it kind of touch and go there before all three wheels, get on the ground and rolling, So, but so that was the first time, and probably the last time I ever rode in a small, like a Cessna style. But they got the Piper Cub. I'm thinking about Spartacus. What if he had a Piper Cub? It was a question. From 1977. They asked Jane Curtin on the Saturday Night Live, what if Spartacus had a Piper Cub? So they had this model, and they did a kind of a claymation, so they showed the plane crashing, and it's pretty humorous. Yeah, now we're coming up on Rolly's. He's on the left, and Tommy's on the right. Tommy and Rolly don't live here anymore, but when I moved here, Rolly was on one side. Here's another one with my floor plan, not this one, but the one that has a Joshua tree. Yeah, this one here, this is the one that has my floor plan. Garage is about the same size, but the garage door is smaller, so similar. It might have been the same one. Mine was built by Shackleton, and my uncle's house is made by Kenlar. Okay, so this is the one. This house here isn't Rolly's, but it used to be a vacant lot. Rolly used to have a vacant lot on each side, and I'll show you both houses here. Well, there's one. I'll pan over to, this is my neighbor now, current neighbor, and this used to be Tommy's. It used to be yellow. Then of course there's Bob's house. Since '89, I lived there from '89 to 2000, and then from 2003 to present. So that's 23 years I was gone, and 15 of those years I had it rented out. But anyway, here's Rolly's house, the blue one, and then see, he had both sides. Like this house here wasn't even there; it had just a bunch of cactus. So okay, now here's the vehicle that I promised to show you. This is it. This is the baby here. I've been kind of fixing it up. Small things, no, nothing big, major, but there it is. Some people recognize that one. Manuals, gearbox. Got the stick shift. And I got a wheelbarrow in here. I was going to do some work at my uncle's, but seems like all I do over there is sleep and watch TV, and we don't do a lot. So anyway, that's the sum up of summer 2023. Over and out from Joshua Tree.